Well. What do we have here? Oh, well. Looks like we have a mystery to fucking solve. Like, for one, why the hell did you guys think, or why did you guys get confused when I said what was your guys' favorite thing to be like excited about this Halloween EP? I said the kill, and I could put it right there too. Just look. I said, is it the kills? Is it the story? Is it the scares? Is it the bars, or is it the beats? Which part of the HalloweenGrieves EP are you most excited about? And guess what? I got 14 people to view it. No one answered. And that showed how much of a fucking full response. Actually, there was one person that answered, and I'll put his answer up on the screen. He said music is love. Now, he isn't incorrect, and he isn't correct at the same basic time, because this album, or this EP, and I'll get to go into the movie count just here in a little bit, but this EP, if you love horror and you love rap, then this is music that's full of love of something that you love. And I love horror, I love rapping, I love fucking type of rap, type of home like music. I love Halloween, that's my favorite holiday, besides my birthday. But with that, that's what basically was happening. And I basically gave it to you guys, and you guys like acted confused, like, oh, is there supposed to be kills in there? Yeah, bitch. If there's gonna be it's gonna be a Halloween horror rap storytelling type of fucking project. Now, when have you not seen a horror project, anything that's related to horror, and not have any kills? Unless it's a kid fucking horror show. And I didn't make no pussy shit, as you guys have heard, because if you guys have clicked on the link description or on the fucking comment section in the fucking EP, then you guys seen that this movie count is right here. So, my question, are you guys ready? So, this EP is my first ever actual EP ever. It's also my first horror Halloween storytelling type of rap ever, and it's the first put together project of 2020 so far. In a couple of days or weeks, I should say, something wickedly lyrically comes. It's gonna be next, so be prepared and be watching out for that. So let's get right into the fucking movie counts, to the kills, to the fucking scares. Let's do this on 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So the song starts with my character. Obviously, I didn't name his character fully, like Jeremyray, because that's my full name, if you guys do not know. But Jeremy, he's rapping, he's making like a rap song of a Halloween called The Ball Game. And he's rapping, and in the middle of the song, he gets an interruption from a phone call from his girlfriend, saying that like there's this like weird ass dude who kidnapped him, who kidnapped her, and is like he's like, what the fuck, what's going on? And then it turns out that this dude's named Strack. His name is well, you don't realize his name until the next song, but you realize that he is like the bad guy in this. And then he's just like on the phone, he's like, what? He's just like, shut up, go back to rapping. And then he's like, my character's like, how can I rap whenever you got my girl, bro? Like, that's not fair. And because of that, he just like says, well, and I don't know if you guys heard this clear enough, because I also had a problem hearing it, but I could not get it enough clearer than it was. Klomafu is what Strax says, which is the character who is the bad guy. He says Klomafu, which is a demonic spell that he does to basically get the beat and the rapping back up to going. So he does that, and then the rap starts going, and then he's on the phone rapping, and then he's going into the house, and it turns out that Jeremy's like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, behind you. And then like he's like, please just fucking leave me alone. And then you hear a shotgun shell to lead us to our first kill, which is human Jeremyray. Or Jeremy, I should say, because there's multiple different kills of Jeremy because he dies multiple different times in this EP. His first kill is obviously as a human. He gets killed by Strack with the shotgun, and then leads us to our next song, which is Alex. This one was my first one that ever got actual graphic. So the kills fucking sped up on this one thing. It just turned out that like he woke up and then he's like, what's going on? Strack tells him that he's a part of the cult, and then they're like, blah 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 blah, you're not human, you're not alive either, blah 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 blah. And then he's just like, I even got a surprise for you. He's got Alex, which is the character's girlfriend, and then he's just like, what am I supposed to do? Kill her? And then Strack's like, kill her, and she's just like, I can't fucking speak. He says she shall be reborn with us, and then he does so, and then Jeremy's just, because he behind the scenes with the actual character's digestion and thoughts, he kills her because he didn't want Strack killing her, because he thought that it would be a worse death than if he just stabbed her. So that's why he stabbed his own girlfriend instead of just allowing Strack to kill her, because he figured that Strack would kill her way worse. So he kills Alex dies, comes back, and then Jeremy's confused, and then the song starts. And he talks about how like he met Alex and then all this different types of things. And then we get a huge amount of kills, which he talks about how like they have been slaughtering innocents, and 2 years have been going by, and in those 2 years they've slaughtered and killed 20 innocents. So that racks up the fucking kills. Oh yeah, the kills. The second kill is Alex. I forgot to put that down. So first kill was human Jeremyray. The second one's Alex, human Alex, and then the third kills is a large portion, which is 20 kills, 20 innocents. And then we get to a portion where Strack asked the characters to basically bring their parents so they can be demons as well. And then we go to her parents' house. She then like gets her dad gets angry at Jeremy's character, at my character, and then he basically walks. Alex gets defending to her boyfriend and then kills her dad, or like rips off her dad's arm. Then her mom gets angry. Then she kills her dad. Then her mom gets like, what the fuck, shoots her, and then she rips out her throat, and then killing her mom. So we get 2 kills in that, which is her dad and then her mom. When we're bringing the bodies, we go to like, we hear that like they're going to the demonic lair, and as we're going, Jeremy decides that he does not want to go along with all this demonic shit, so he kills the demonic guards by carrying Alex's bodies, which is precise to be 2. He doesn't clarify that in the songs, but in the story it's 2 demons. So we get our next kills, and then that's the end of the kills for this song. And Alex basically like gives him a head start and says, "Go run, traitor." And then the next song starts, and Strack's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then Alex is like, "No, that traitor is a bitch. He betrayed the bloodthirst." And then they start having kisses. They traded off like fucking, sexual comments to each other. And then she goes and tries to find him. As she tries to go find him, Jeremy goes to, he basically like figures out that there's two demons trying to tackle and grab him, because he's running for the demonic lair, right? And then the demons are just kind of like trying to run after him. And then these demons, he kills the 2 demon guards, or the demons I should say, and then that ranks up the 2 points, or the 2 kills, it went into very graphic detail about how he killed these 2 demons. And then he went into the city 2 hours after he killed those 2 demons, and the evasion and stuff from like him stopping and killing the demons. And then he went into the city to be able to see his mom. So he went to Hotel 8, which is where his mom was currently staying at. And then he hears some ruckus. Everyone's running. Chaos is going on. And then he figures out that Alex is there. He tries to run and figures out that how his mom's still in her room. He goes there, and then as soon as he gets in there, he finds out that Alex's demon guards, like her demons, basically hanged his mom. So we get up another kill. And then he basically gets angry and he punches her, and she tries to run, and it's in the scene that described he's like running but also punching her, and she's running and they're just like exchanging punches. But then like she gets like away and then in space, and then has her 2 demon guards, or it's 4 demon guards that basically killed Jeremy's mom, and they just like all like, what's up, bitch? And then Jeremy's so angry that he all grabs their heads and smashes them in, which gives us 4 more kills. He smashes them in, and they get busted. Least to say, they get busted. And with that comes one of the most like heartful type of like kills, which was Alex. Alex and him starts to fight, and then he wins like fighting. He gets her on the ground, and then she realizes that she's losing, and then he literally just like kicks her into a tire on a highway, and as the tire driving, her head gets squashed because he kicks her. Her head just like gets squashed, so she dies from that, which ranks up 1 more kill. And with that, he basically just like gets angry. The end of the song's ending, and the driver who was driving the car that killed Alex, he was just like, what the fuck, call the police, this is a crime scene. Jeremy's like, no, bitch. And then he calls the police. The 911 operator answers, and then he's just like, what the hell? And then like he's just like, well, stay close, just don't get off the interstate, that's traffic, don't be a dumb bitch. And then the driver's like, where's he? And then not realizing he's trying to look for Jeremy, and then gets hit by a car because you can hear a car sounds going. And then all of a sudden, the dude's crying, and the dude's like, what the fuck, like screaming. And then all of a sudden we hear Strack's like, he's just like, fuck. He's like, fuck you. And then like all of a sudden the phone gets aimed up, and then 911 operator. So that was 1 kill. And then the 911 operator hears a noise, I guess, and he basically is like, what the hell? And then he waits, and then he like turns, like you can hear in this, he literally hears, I'm saying literally too much, he hears a noise, and then he gets killed by Strack showing his true side. And that's what that growl was at the end of the song. It was Strack killing and like scaring the fuck out of the 911 operator. Because the 911 operator was the only one in the booth. So with that, Strack killed the 911 operator, which gives us our next kill. And then the next song, which is War on the Bloodlursts. This one was pretty actually interesting. So this one, you right away get 2 demons, because the demons are hunting Jeremy. They find him, and Jeremy just fucking kills them. And then he runs into a church because the bloodlust find him. He runs into a church, and then he hides while a pastor's praying. And then the demons come in, the bloodlust, like 5 bloodlust members come in, and then like be like all destructive trying to look for Jeremy. And the pastor's just like, please stop. And they kill this first pastor, and then like literally like all grabbing their limb and just ripping him apart. And then the second pastor, who is a female, she's just like, oh shit, and so she runs. She sees Jeremy, but she does not tell anything because she's afraid that like she sees him as a human because of the demon transformation that was spoken earlier in the Alex song. And with that, she runs to her quarters that blends in with the wall, but the demons see through like those lies. But they did not find Jeremy because Jeremy hid well. So they basically break into the wall, and all Jeremy can hear is a scream, and that's our next kill, which is the second pastor. And then Jeremy runs, and then he trips, and then attracts the demons, and then he starts a fire immediately with some candles, and with the candles that are up in the churches. And with that, the church goes up in flames. The demons are behind the flame, and he's outside, and the church building collapses, killing those 5 demons. So we get 5 more kills added on to the list. Now with that, he then attracts the other part of the Bloodlurch gang, or the cult, I should say. They come up, and then they just literally try to fight him, and it's 5 more demons, or 11 more demons, I should say. And then one of them is like a strong leader, which his name is Brennan, and he doesn't get killed until last. And all these 10 demons, which gets up on the kill, Jeremy kills right away because he blacks out and just kills them. And then him and Brennan have a fight, and Brennan almost killed him, but then Jeremy has his final strike and kills Brennan with one of his fingertips that is very sharp, because he breaks off his fingertip and then stabs it right through his eye. So that's one of his actual kills. That's another kill added to the list. And then we get Almost Human, which this one was the fight type of final boss type of song. And he gets angry, and then he goes up to Strax, the demon's lair, and in there he automatically finds he automatically finds that Alex's parents, mom and dad, that they literally are demons, that they were put into literally back into demon life. And with that, they try to fight Jeremy, and Jeremy successfully kills them. Her dad first by pushing him into acid, and her mom by smashing her head in because she was being stupid. Literally. And with that, he goes up to the master room, I guess is what it's called, and he literally tries to kill Strax. Strax just sitting there laughing. He's like, what the fuck? Then Jeremy gets stabbed right through the chest with a blade from Strax's assistant, and his assistant's like, fuck you. And then he does something that is like, what the type of fuck? Just like, what the fuck? And this is the way to explain it. So the blade's through him, and the Jeremy literally goes he pushes the blade back, and then he stabs the mantle and the blade right through Strax's assistant's body, and then he does a backflip to slice his whole entire body. And with that, he kills his assistant, which brings up another kill. And then Strax pissed off, and he brings out his blade, and they're fighting, and Strax about to kill Jeremy, and then Jeremy remembers that the pit, which is the pit that that made everything that was once human into demons, he remembers that it was flammable, and he remembers that he had a lighter from when he killed Brennan, because Brennan was a smoker, and he throws the lighter into the pit, and it creates a huge fucking explosion, killing him and Brennan. So we get 2 more kills, and then Jeremy kills him and Brennan, kills him and Strack. But him and Stratic literally go up to the afterlife. Stratic goes to hell, he goes up to heaven, and God tells him that he has another chance at redemption because he stopped one of the deadliest blood cults, either to be in heaven or to go back on Earth. And he chooses to go back onto Earth, and that's the end of the song. Then we get our next song, our last song of the main story, and he literally just it's just him in a therapy. He's just talking about all these different types of therapy stuff, and all this all the what's happening in his aftermath of the HalloweenGrieves. And then he basically tells the nurse that he wants to die, and with that, the nurse automatically gets red flags, puts him into the mental asylum, and the room's called 602 that he's in, and that's because it's to give 666 type vibes, or 6666 type vibes. And with that, he automatically just sits down, he paces the room, and then he hears whispers in the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, and then he finds to soon realize that there's a gun there with all these whispers seducing him to kill himself. And he gives in, not because of the whispers, but because of the fact that he didn't want to live anymore. So he shoots himself, which gives us a next kill, and he dies. The therapist and nurses are like, what the fuck, how did he get this shit? And he's just like, yeah, it was demons, but but he doesn't say that. But he dies out, and then he wakes up only to find that everything was a fucking dream. But with that, guys, that is the kills. Now the scares, there was only 2 scares, which was the scare when that 911 operator was killed. So there's the first scare. The second scare was when Jeremy was hiding from Alex's demonic like family, and they scared him. And so yeah, but yeah, that is the scares and the kills. Now a final kills is 62 kills. I added this shit up, 62 kills for this whole entire project. For the story, there's 8 tracks. 2 of them were basically like talking and not part of the main storyline, so basically 6 tracks of the story. So yeah, it's out right now. Link in the description, link and also in the comment. You guys are the comments. You guys are the JRayPicsers. I'm Retherford. I'll salute you guys out. This is the movie the movie counts, where we count the scares, the kills, the action scenes, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.